Most of the times we always see somebody that's really big in the newspapers, but this is somebody that just was about supporting, was about the work. And he has supported so many people, has built so many businesses that is employing so many people. Welcome, Mr. MacDan, Doctor, to say a few words and kind of engage you to understand the impact and what you can do in the African soil.
I'm happy to have all of you here. This is home, and you choose the right destination, which is Ghana. And I don't think you will regret following Jeremy to come here. You have to feel very relaxed and comfortable. Actually, this is my hideout. It's really not my home. I come here when I'm tired, when the pressure is too much on me. I have a nightclub here, so from here you all go down to the nightclub and dance some Afrobeats and take it easy. There's enough food to eat. I want all of you home. If you want to feel comfortable and make money, it's home. This is one place you make money, never relax with. I'm just coming from India. Sorry I couldn't meet you earlier on. Since I came, I've been choked with work. But I want to tell you one thing. I started from a very humble beginning. I schooled in Pennsylvania, Lehigh, Bethlehem. I was in Lehigh University, but I never liked that place. America, I really don't like America. Why? Because it's too much pressure in America. So I'm just discouraging you. You know, I'm sending a message of discouragement, but this is where to be. If you want to come back home, you want to be here, it's not how much money you have, but the right contacts that you make. That's what is your work. I'm into logistics. I own cargo planes and vessels. I'm into salt mining. I have the biggest salt mine in Africa. I'm into iron ore mining, and I'm into gold mining. These are I'm also into private jet aviation. I'm into aviation. Maybe tomorrow, Saturday, you can pass through my private jet lounge at the airport, and we can have some cocktail there. That's one of my pilots there, standing there. We just came from India. That's a very good pilot. With one of my private jets. I drive this Challenger, the Bombardier. So for me, you hope, and especially my fellow brothers. I was once a street boy. My life started on the street. I was once a driver's mate, and my current job as a logistics person, I started as a messenger from the same job. I'm into about 34 years now in the same job. But due to the opportunities we have here, I have to diversify into other areas. There's a testimony. There's a guy there, Neil come. This guy was working on the Wall Street in America. I asked him to come down. He refused. And when he came down, he met his own frustration. One day he came to me and said, "You want to go back to America?" I said, "You can't go back. You have to be here." The first thing that will hit you is frustration, because you are all spoiled already. Because life, you see, American system will never grow. Forgive me, don't be true. Will never grow you. You are mechanized. Everything is there for the picking, so you don't grow. I've never seen anywhere they give you 30-year mortgage. It's slavery. You know, giving you mortgage for 30 years. It's slavery, total slavery. Now you never finish paying. Even if you finish paying, you can't leave. Today, he owns one of the biggest real estate companies in Ghana. Tell them who you are, please. He's also young.
I'm his protege. But as he said, I've been in Ghana for, 6 years now. My first 2 years, up in the air. I said I virtually packed up and left twice in my head. And through perseverance and guidance, at some point, I forgot about the creature comforts that we enjoy in America, where you can just, get up at 2 a.m. and, order pizza, and looked at what opportunities it afforded me. And in Ghana, the sky's the limit, truly. I've now built my own company, whereas I've spent 12 years on Wall Street working for different investment banks and figuring that my bonus was really the cornerstone of life. And looking back, the opportunities that I got there versus what I'm doing now, I command my own fate. I walk into meetings, I walk into rooms, and I literally design what I want to see done. And it's been an exponential ride. I would have never been able to achieve the things that I'm doing in terms of projects and build out that in a very short period of time, Ghana has allowed me to do. So I tell everybody I run into, every single diasporan, anybody who's really even experienced Ghana and Africa at large, just take the opportunity, step in, focus on a couple of opportunities. It's not going to be easy day one, and step in. You'll be quite shocked how quickly you'll be able to assimilate, especially with what we've learned in America. So
what are you doing right now?
Right now, we've got about 5 projects running perpetually. I'm building a 100-unit development in Labone called Heritage 100, which the name says it itself. It's literally being a residential resort for anyone who expects the creature comforts that we enjoyed in America, in the UK, and Europe, here in Ghana. And last week, I was in London. We won the International Property Award for the whole Africa, just for the sheer fact that, we're really going sustainable. So you wake up, you move as you want to move. You're not worried about, the 5-0 or Popo pulling up behind you because you have a nice car. And here, it's home. So I implore you all to come back.
How much did you have the company, the size of the business?
Oh, my company is very huge. I don't want any tax issues.
No, not your company.
Golden Coast Developers.
The project.
The project is about a $28 million project, phase 1, total build out about $100 million. I mean, I was loving my $500,000 base salary, but that was slavery, like you said. I was working 95 hours a week. 95 hours every week package. I worked literally 6 days plus sometimes Sundays. So now if you factor it in and now you build a company, you employ people. Right now I've got about 7 or 8 godchildren in a span of 3 years. I've got girls being named after me. So you really do see the fruits of your effort when you come to a place like this and you build an organization and you really lift. You don't just come to make money, right? You have to uplift people as you move forward. And money is just a byproduct. So you guys who've hit the gridiron, you're better suited than anybody to persevere and push ahead.
I see. You see how lucky you are to be here tonight? You don't get many of these stories around here, but if you persevere, you surely make it. We have a lot of its kind, our kind around. At the end of the day, what do? You do charity. You extend your hands to other people. My employee strength now is about 7,000 across the group. Permanent. Casual is over 20,000. So that is the figures. I have one of the biggest foundations in the country, which we do women empowerment, youth. You can Google MacDan Youth Challenge. You can Google MacDan Youth Connect. You can Google MacDan Women Empowerment. And you can see what we do, giving back to charity, communities that are around here. Maybe one of my charity events, I'll ask you to bring your guys, or I'll send my private jet to pick you up with your guys. You come with them. Then we go to the remote areas to give back to mankind. Anything else?
It's a very comfortable ride in there. Private jet, by the way. Yeah.
I made my first $1 million at the age of 28 and lost all at the age of 32. And I remember, I always say this story, share this story with people. I remember when I was doing my MBA, one of the most difficult parts in my life, you will run to the class, a professor will look at me and give me D and Fs. Meanwhile, I had $40 million sitting in my accounts. Can you imagine? Can you do that? No, can you do that? That's very difficult, but we call that discipline. You know, it's not because of money, but you have to get somewhere. You know, I always say that when you are young, you work hard. You reach certain stage of your life, you work smart. You get to certain stages, so your money had to work for you. You're a football player today. You have to work hard. Immediately you start growing old, you have to start choosing which team. You can't even go to Saudi Arabia and get the money. That's you work smart. After that, you get to a level, your money must work for you. So when you're at the point, you are still working for money, then you have a problem. Your money must work for you at certain points. But if you sit in America, your money can never work for you. It's only Africa your money can work for you. So, any other question? That's a good question. Let me tell you how I made my $1 million. Sorry. I had 3 multiple streams of income. I was still working in logistics. Every Friday, I went to the remote areas of this country and purchased coffee and maize, and bring them to the central part of the country, hoard it, keep it in storage, and come back to work. During lean season, when the season changes, I bring it to the market and for a supply to poultry farmers. I made so much money. Same to coffee. I had my biggest buyer was in Europe, called Europe Commodities. They were buying my coffee. But I was so greedy. Know how I lost all? I was so greedy. I used all my money to buy coffee and store it, waiting for the commodity price to change. But I didn't ensure it in a warehouse. I was sitting in Pennsylvania, and we had the biggest flood in this country, and I lost everything. And when I came back, the car I was driving to work, I sold it to pay my worker's salary. And I have to walk to the streets and join public transport. Those were beautiful days. So this is how I made it and lost all. Any question? Yeah?
I have a question. My question is, if we were to take away 3 key things, that you could simplify the process, simplify the ideology, the focus, what would you say those 3 things would be?
I have only one. Attitude. Attitude. Attitude is everything. Attitude is such that your success, 70% depend on attitude, your own attitude. The attitude you use to respect your fellow man, the attitude you put in when you are practicing, you're on the football field, the attitude you take to be a winner. That's the attitude. 25% is your skill. There's a difference between you will be very skillful football player, but you might not have the right attitude to win. It's only 5% that come from knowledge. So the 100% path to success, 70% of it is attitude. 25% is skill. 5% is knowledge. So whatever we do in life to succeed, attitude is the ultimate one.
Yes. Am I right in saying that you took a risk? And obviously you said the first 2 years it wasn't really working for you, so I kind of just want you to expound on your story about the risk you took. What made you take it, and then when was the turning point, and how did you just keep pushing through those tough times you had?
Yeah, so I think, great question. For me, my main point is to bet on yourself. Because I got promoted in America 4 months before I decided to resign and move here. So I didn't wait until the chips were on the floor before I took that risk. It was the riskiest time. I think most of my family members were like, you're crazy. Like, you're riding a high right now. It's great. America, everything is consistent. Why do it now? You don't know. But I took a long-term view to say, how long will I be able to run this rat race? And does it really drive me to feel like I'm successful? So it's all about betting on yourself, and I did that. And granted, even when you do really believe in what you're doing, there's always oppositional forces. So that's when I would run and come and seek for some, moral support. It wasn't easy, but in the long span of things, I look back now and I would never, even consider going back to where I was. So with that, I'd say for everybody, it's really literally believing in your core that whatever comes, however it comes, you'll face it and you'll get to where you need to be.
What do you guys determine success? Like, how do you judge? Is it based off your money? Is it based on how people treat you? How do you make yourself know that you're worthy? You know what I'm saying? Despite, like everyone knowing that you guys are successful. Like, how do you judge being successful?
Well, there's big dogs and then there's, but in my grand scheme of things, I don't even think it's about money anymore. I don't even really look for money when I'm doing transactions or business, or it's about networking, it's about pooling in with people. And it's so shocking how money is a byproduct. It just comes by sheer virtue of your drive, your will, your anticipation, and how you relate to people. Like he said, attitude. So if one person wakes up and says, yeah, I'm successful because I have money in the account, it could be gone in a day. I'm one of the few people who came to Ghana with money. I came fully loaded. I was good. 2 years in, I was down to like $7,000. So it was looking really dark out there. But if you drive that account balance as your real success factor, that's why people end up committing suicide. It's really based on the fact that what you're doing, does it make you feel great and passionate? You wake up in the morning walking into any room as yourself. And I was able to say that in every single walk of what I did here in Ghana, and so far, so good.
If you try and say, like, who are you? Like, if someone were to ask you, who are you, what would you say?
I now represent my identity. I don't have to attempt or pretend to be the smartest guy in the room. I'm with my people, and they respect me for what I'm doing and what I've done. And that's really my success factor.
I'm the chief servant. I'm the chief servant. That's what we do here. This is a place of growth. And you cannot walk on the street with your shoulder high. I have 3 private jets sitting on the tower. I don't even fly because I'm too busy. Right? I have 1 helicopter sitting there, Airbus 135. Almost brand new. I don't even fly. You know, it's not about wealth. I have a waterfront property. I have a boat, cost $3 million, a boat. I don't even, when was the last time?
I saw that, I was like, huh? It's like my New York apartment.
I'm just saying it for you to know that. Yeah, there's more to do in Africa. There's more we can do. The path is long. I don't want to work too old. I don't want to. I want to do charity. I want to retire. Right now I have my systems and structures working for me. Hey, my wife, that's my first one. Abby, come. That's my first one. That's the woman behind me. She's been bullying me for how many years now?
28.
She's been bullying me for 28 years. Yes. We've been together for 28 years. I have 10 children anyway. She's been very supportive. Yeah.
Are you still doing 21?
Yes, I'm still going. I believe in large family. Yeah, I believe in, this is Africa. I'm an African. Oh, Jeremy, I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you.
Child support payments.
There is another great success story here. There's a guy back there. He ran he's the head of Philip, please come. No, we have some young, great guys around. Tell them what you do. Very successful.
All right. Maybe I'm a small fly. I do a lot of IT stuff. I represented Google in the sub-region for the past 12 years. And then I do some Microsoft partnership as well. So most of their Microsoft Azure platforms, the foundation stack for AI, we now sell all over Africa for them. For the longest time, I was the only Ghanaian among 3 Africans that were MVPs for Microsoft for like between 2008 and 2012. And that's when myself and MacDan became very good friends, and we've been friends since. So we connect a lot with IT, and we do a number of other things. Yeah. So that's it. I'm a very small fly.
He's doing pretty well. He's doing pretty well. So anytime you're down, you can do we have some lawyers. No, Ghana is a place to be. I'm not pushing you. But if you go back to America, you realize that you live in the bush. You know, forgive me. No. You really live in the bush in America.
I'll tell you one quick story. One time we decided to just take a trip to, actually it was New York, and then we detoured to Atlanta just to check out some real estate and whatnot. And when we landed in Teterboro in New Jersey on the tarmac, I was shocked. I mean, there's a private jet, don't get me wrong, but when we landed, we saw like a whole maybe good 50 white, you can tell they're billionaires because they have jets and they're on a private jet terminal, literally line up outside my man's plane because he was on a sea of maybe 50 to 100 planes, the only blue, his name on the tail, logoed plane. And they were asking, I heard one of them over say, who are these guys? And then one of the handlers was like, they came from Africa. And they were like, wow. So literally, that whole mystique of the African story and the black man perception, it literally, all those barriers get knocked down completely when we show them the capability of what you can do from where you're from. So everything you guys face, oppositional in America, you should know you have a home. And you can make it here.
And there is a word called respect. That is what you need. You don't talk much, but your action will talk for you. Respect. There's another guy there. Come. Come. Another rich guy. Yeah. Oh, sorry. These are our brothers. They want to come to Africa, so tell them what you do.
But then Taz already told them everything.
No, about yourself. Tell them about yourself.
I'm a chief servant. I'm into oil and gas for the past 17 years. I do financial engineering because one of the major problems that we have in Africa is access to funding. So when you want to come in, you have to look at the funding source. I was trying to have a conversation with somebody. Most of the BDCs in Ghana cannot finance one cargo, which is just about $40 million.
They don't understand BDC.
Okay, the bulk distributors of oil, they cannot finance a $40 million transaction because when we say a single obligor limit for a bank, it means the bank cannot borrow one customer more than 10% of its total net worth. So it means that no bank in Ghana is worth $400 million. It makes the Trafiguras, the Glencores, the BPs, whatever they come and they subject all our BDCs to more or less like their sales department. They give them peanuts. So we decided to now go out there, do financial engineering, setups outside, and also we have the Lamborghini as well. You know, the Lamborghini group, they have their food and beverages department. So I'm the sole distributor for Africa, for the energy drinks, the vodkas, every other thing. So do a little bit of real estate. Welcome to Ghana. If you need any advice on how to navigate, our doors are always open. Thank you.
So Jeremiah, if you can say a few words before we...
I didn't plan to come after MacDan at all, but I do first and foremost want to, thank the Most High, thank our power for allowing us to, be in such a space, such a time, and really elevating the consciousness of the brothers and sisters, whether it's in the diaspora or in Africa. I really do want to give thanks to MacDan again, and eternal thanks for him allowing us into his home. It's not often that people, will allow you into their homes. Usually, let's have a dinner here, let's have a dinner there, right? But for him to allow us into his home, even though it is, his hideout, he could have invited us home for, school. Nevertheless, we do give thanks truly. And to my delegation, those who came on behalf of Inqua, I do want to thank you all. Again, thank the Most High for safe travels and allowing us to be here at this time. I want to thank Jam Jar as well for working with us and being such a great help. I want to thank Dinta and Guba for allowing us to also work with them and partnering up. And this has been an awesome connection. Can't wait for the rest of the trip. Sorry for those, who had a little bit of, issues getting into the country. But we do thank you all again for this wonderful opportunity for Inqua, for you, and for Ghana. So give thanks.
Welcome to Ghana, Akwaaba. My name's Inzali. I'm originally from North Carolina, but I've been in Ghana for 7 years, also a citizen. You have met Lady Dinta, I am very sure. Myself, Bernice, all the lovely camera guys. We are GUBA, which is Grow, Unite, Build Africa. So, I know y'all heard Mr. MacDan speak. You heard the IT person, the oil and gas, and I know a lot of you here also have resources and you're looking where to put it, how to do it, who can guide you, who can walk you through the process, because this is a new terrain, right? Anytime you go to a new space, you don't know everything, even if you do have the resources. Like the gentleman said, he came with Wall Street money and he was down to 7,000 in 2 years. But when you have a network, like they said, when you know the right people, you're connecting with the right people, it makes your transition that much smoother. So, GUBA is that entity. We have a diaspora network for people just like you, like myself, who are interested in Ghana, who are interested in building, uniting, and growing Africa. If you need that assistance, if you need that extra help, you want to know who to talk to, you want to go and meet a Mr. MacDan, this is GUBA. Right? So please, we are around. You'll see us all over. Ask us as many questions as you would like. No question is a small or a big question. All of them are the same. We're here to share the stories. My story, Bernice is born and raised in Ghana. Anything you want to know, we're here to help. So please, feel free. Don't feel shy. And yeah, enjoy. All right. Let's go to the